everyone, welcome to another live stream. Happy Thursday, and I am carrying on with more DiVinica inking, and I'm looking forward to working with you today, and thank you to everybody who's joining me. I am live on Twitch and Facebook right now. I'm sorry I'm late, and let's get to inking. So I am using a collection of Copic multi-liners, and I'm using them in brown, black, and warm gray. And I'm using lighter pens for like skin tone, anything that's going to be white. I'm essentially doing what in digital coloring is called a color hold. I'm doing that in ink for the traditional work. Oops, and I need to move my mic over. There we go. Okay, so I'm varying the sizes up depending on what I need to be inking. So I've got some 0.3s. Now I'm doing a 0.3 and a 0.1 in the blacks, and then I also have varying sizes in the browns as well. Stacy, hello. Alberto, welcome to the stream. Hello, Keenan. Stanley, hi. Hey, Jeff. Welcome to the stream today. So, these are my inking pens. I do have my screen set pretty dark so that you can see the line art. The line art is quite light, and that's why I'm adding the ink. Not really for any other reason but that it's safer for painting for me. It makes me less afraid to add the paint on because I'm not worried my lines are going to get washed away. So that's why I'm going to be inking over my pencil lines. So the inking on these is not really all that important. I don't need the ink lines for, you know, I'm not going to be having the inks shown in any way. No one's going to see them. They're going to be colored over very soon, but at least they won't disappear in the paint. Hello, Omega Wolf. Thank you for stopping by. Philip, Hal, welcome you guys. It's so good to see you. So, I think I've got his teeth in there, and I'm just trying to get my bearings because I haven't done it in a day or two. Dragomir, hello. Welcome to the stream. Oops, that's black. I'm using the warm gray for anything that is white or somewhat white, which her socks and romper are. All right, let's zoom in a little bit. I'm going to work on this DiVinica panel right here. Oh, thank you, Hal. Yay! I'm so glad you like it. Whoop, whoop. All right, since I was already using the warm gray, I'm going to carry on with that and work on her romper. So how's everyone doing today? Are you enjoying your summers? It's cold here today. As you can see, I am in my down vest. And the hat hair is because I need to dye my hair, and you can see my white roots right now. I pushed it as far as I could, but I need to dye it. Hello, Jeff. Welcome to the stream. I think this might be a little dark. Yikes. Humid 103 today. Whoa, that is hot. Let me see what it is today for us. It feels really breezy and cold. So right now is 18 degrees centigrade. Let's see what that is. 18 C in F. 64. Okay, I'm getting back to my chat window. Jeff Martin, I am having a great day. Thank you. Pazio, hello. Yes, I'm cold today, Rasta man. All right, carrying on with the warm gray. Whoa, 41. That is so hot. Yes, the weather does change quickly here, that's for sure. Okay, you know what I need? I need my inked page that shows me DiVinica's socks because I didn't draw those in yet. And I put that in a drawer. Right here. Okay. All right, so here is her sock pattern so that I can see what it is and draw those in. So, pencil time. Hello, Jason Coates. It was awesome. I loved it. Never apologize. Okay, so here would be one sock, string tie thingy. And then the other one is over here, which it looks like I already drew that in. And then here's her boots. welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining today. I am working on DiVinica page inks. Hello, Michael. Thank you for stopping in to say hi. I would love to send you some of our cold weather. Okay, 01, this is skin. I'm using brown for the skin tones, any lines that are outlining skin. Not yet, Jason. But I think it takes a good 3 to 4 weeks. It's so great to have you here for a bit, Scott. So I started re-sketching the Wonder Booty. And I know people wanted me to save the sketching for live, but I'm doing all of those in what's called a couch draw, where it's when I'm sitting on the couch, the kids are watching TV or they're playing Xbox games, and I'm just there to hang out with them, but then I get bored, so I have some art to do while I'm sitting there. So they're sort of my fill-in moment style drawings, and JP Roth dubbed them a couch draw. So I'm stealing that from her. And I've started working on Wonder Booty. Yeah, I'm sorry what the fan art, but it's the way that I can get plow through and have a bunch of pieces going all at the same time, because I can save some of that unimportant drawing time for unimportant sitting time. Well, it's important. It's important that I'm hanging out with my family, but I don't have to be focusing 100% on what's going on. I can kind of have left eye on their game and the other on the art. Goddess Joe is the best. I know. She's still working away on the novel, and it's just so incredible. It's a couch booty, yes. Oh, I don't know the secrets of Go Ass. I really don't. Mine are an attempt at Go Ass, and so they're not quite ass. They're more like butt. I'll show it to you guys in a minute. welcome to the stream today. Oh, some of the stuff is so tiny. No, it's still just Wonder Booty. Thank you, Master Ninja. All right, now I'm going to use 0.03. Wonder Rebooty. Oh, that's funny. Okay, let me get Wonder Booty and we can see what the consensus is so far. So I need to move one of the hands. We will start with, I'll show you the original. Okay, so this is the original Wonder Booty. It was drawn in 2013 or 14. The signature is cut off right here. I'll have to look in my files. And this one has been requested that I make a new version of it. So I've been trying to get around to it for many years, or at least a year or two. And so here is where I'm at on the updated version. So I'm giving her kind of a different outfit. I'm working on the arms, working on the face, hair, and I just need to finish up the top and then really figure out how I'm going to do her back muscles. Super random. Dawn here, Jimmy Coffin's quick interview with Ebass. Nice. Any chance anyone has an email address for Eric? If you want, Jason, you can send it to me if you don't mind, and I can give it to JP Roth, and then she can forward it on. Or if you subscribe to his email list on ebassmojo.com, you can get in touch with him like that. It was 2013. Thank you, Devin. So here is the updated version. I just don't really like the way her leg was sticking out like this, so I've made it a little bit more feminine. And then I'm just trying to come up with something of visual interest on her back. So I took some of the typical Wonder Woman front designs. I changed them around and have put them on her back. Oh, you're on his email list. I can get in touch with you after, Jason, because I think I can help with that. Thank you, Scott. That means a ton. It really does. And then I'm still working on her face and hair. You know, none of this is for certain. This is just, I started doodling it yesterday afternoon. So here, let me put this up so you guys can see the lines a little better. All right. So Here she is. This is the work in progress. And I will keep working on it and hopefully have something going with it soon. Maybe next week's live streams or something like that. Anyway, yay! You like this? Oh, you saw that. Thank you, What the Fan Art. I'm glad you noticed. Yay! So, work in progress. I still need to... the forearm, I think, is a little bit too short here. So I'm going to lengthen that a little bit, and then that does kind of change the angle of the rope, but I'll figure it out. Speaking of new and improved, can't wait for the new delivery girl in upcoming orders. And none for Hanu, he already got enough. Yay, I'm glad you like the new delivery girl piece. I'm so happy, yay. And I'm almost done with the female Ghost Rider-esque piece as well. So that will be the September print of the month. And I will do my very best to have those finished in time. I need to get it all printed before I leave for Fan Expo Canada. Need to put out a bounty for the original Wonder Booty print. So you guys still want the original one? What? Welcome, Raiders! Hello, Environment Life. Welcome to the stream today. So what I'm actually working on today is DiVinica interiors. And I'm doing the inks on them. I may, these might be a little bit too small for you guys to see on live stream and on camera, so I might actually save these for off camera and switch to another page since I have a bunch of them to do. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, What the Fan Art. Yes, that's what I was trying to do. I mean, if I can't do anything else, I need to improve the anatomy. I mean, that's hopefully something I've learned to do a little better in the last 9 years since I did that piece. I know, Fan Expo Canada is coming quickly, and I need to get my prints done for that. And I need to have the September print of the month and the new delivery girl cards printed and ready and at the warehouse before I leave. So those are my to-dos. You know, What the Fan Art, I'm so sorry. Rob called first dibs on the rebooty. And I love that name, by the way. About a year ago or more. Thank you, Scott. Okay, well, maybe I'll see if there's something I can do. It's not like that one has had any kind of limited number on it or anything. So if I want to, I can always reprint some and everybody can have a choice. Yeah, he did. Yay, Ed! I'm looking forward to seeing you there too. Woohoo! I love your rebooty name, though. That is fabulous. Chicago is about to be wiped off the map. Oh, that's funny. Um, Devin, that's at a completely different printer, so I don't think so. And that paper is so expensive. um, so that's why we can kind of afford it on a comic book, but for a print, that's gonna be tough. And it's not at the printer that I use with the warehouse. The comic book printers are in Arizona. My Prince printer that's right next to my warehouse is in Chicago. Do you like the confetti paper? From what you've seen of it, you do, yes. Right, what the fan art, that paper is so amazing. Alright, so I'm going to switch to a different page just because this one has so much tiny detail. Let's see, what's another page we can do? So this one needs some inking, some final pencil stuff. Ooh, let's do this one. Should we do this one? This one's got a little bit more big stuff in it, so I think that'll be more fun, or we can do a Boogles and background page. So if you want the Boogles and background, let me know, but it's just Boogles butt. Alright, so this is what the page actually looks like. And let's get to work. So I need to start out with fixing this hand because I just drew like the guidelines for the knuckles, but I didn't actually draw out the hand. So there needs to be some bandages on the hands. completely forgot about it. What the fan art? Yikes. Adib and Mr. Puff Arts, thank you so much for the follows. So this is kind of like a burlap style sack that's going over her head. So she kind of gets bagged and taken to another camp. Are you so excited about it? What the fan art? Not quite, Philip. I'm almost done with my shopping list for Vienna's trip. Any of the stuff that I need to get online, I need to do that this evening. Just the final things that we're gonna get, and then the rest is like local stuff for her dorm room kitchen, kitchen supplies and food and things like that. That's all you're doing tomorrow is watching? Wow. Somewhat apprehensive? Yeah, that's true. One second. Well, I hope you really like it, because that would be awesome. So I'm inking this with more breaks in the lines, going choppy because I want this to have that appearance of texture. Oh man, I wish, Philip. Oh really? Neil is on set with them? That is crazy. 11 Arg. Thank you so much for the follow. If I just totally ruined your name, I'm so sorry. Thank you, Philip. Okay, and then the bag is just kind of scrunched up back here. And let's put another one. Right there. So I'm doing all the black lines first, and then I'll move on to the brown lines. And I will be painting in some hair for her. I'm just not doing any of the hair here in lines. I'll do that in paint. Hello, Jay. Welcome to the stream. Oh, you found it. Yay. Okay, I will ignore the email. Hard to ignore you though, Jason. I feel like this brown pen is so much lighter than the rest of the brown pens. It's so strange. We have an angry DiVinica here. So in the coloring, I'm going to need to make this one look like her face is being squeezed. So that's going to be a little bit tricky. Hanusol, hello! Welcome to the stream and congratulations on your win. So I will be packing her up this weekend and I'll have your new sketch in the mail for you by Monday or Tuesday next week, and I'll be in touch with tracking. It's not snowing, but it's cold. I hope you're happy about your win, and thank you for having so many cards. Because it's cold, ink stained fox. Yep, that's a serious welcome to Canada style situation, and it's what gives me my headaches. I really am a weather wimp. Big time. I admit it. Okay, I think what I'm going to start doing with DiVinica's eyebrows is what I do a lot of times with commissions that I'm going to be coloring, is I'll do them in black, but they're not filled in. And then I'll just do a little wash of like dark brown paint, because I'm not loving the brown here on her eyes, on her eyebrows. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. No worries, Jason. Of course, I'm happy to do it. Okay, there we go. And let's get her teeth and lips. So I really don't want dark lines for the lips, so I'm gonna keep them pretty light, and I'm just going to go over them with the warm brown, which pretty much looks like pencil anyway. So I'm just doing something that's a bit more permanent than pencil. Same thing here. So true, Hanusol. I am deserving of zero trust. So she spits in this guy's face. I never thought I would draw a panel of someone spitting in somebody else's face. But it works so perfectly in the way that J.P. Roth wrote it, and I'm excited about it. So Vienna's college move-in day is August 30th on Philip and Dan's birthdays, and one day after I get back from Fan Expo Canada. So I am trying to make sure that I am prepared in advance and we're all packed and ready to go, because I get back home, I think, sometime around midnight on the 29th, on the 28th. And then I have the 29th at home to kind of like finish up packing and get her ready to go. And then we leave on the morning of the 30th. It's going to be a busy few weeks. When am I going to be live again? On Tuesday. I think the person that's going to be doing all the crying is me. All right, this is a really tiny panel. Oh, I see. I don't. Not yet, Philip. There we go. So that's as inked as I need it. There we go. And now I need to ink the guy. No angry messages were sent, I swear. Hello, Juan. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? That is a fabulous idea, Philip. Alright, so somehow I left out drawing his other hand. How's your day gone, Juan? Ooh, when is Katie's birthday? So for consistency, I need to put that same bandage on this finger right here. Because it's the hand, this hand belongs to this guy. One second. Yes, it's a page day. Because, there's, Devin, to answer your question, there is a lot she still needs to figure out. So, it's coming. Oh, that's wonderful, Nixie. Yay, I'm so glad you saw that. And I hope you don't mind. I can't remember everything I said that was a while ago, but I hope you're okay with it all. All will become very clear soon about DiVinica, especially when this one isn't going to explain all of her abilities or anything like that. This one is really kind of explaining how she got here. But the novel is going to have so much of that explanation as to what is going on and why and all of that. And of course, we will catch up in the comic book. But as you guys know, I'm not exactly the fastest. Well, I'm doing my best, that's for sure. I look forward to reading it, Nixie. Thanks for letting me know you did reply, because then I know to look. Because I don't really check my whispers very often. There we go. Alright, then the rest is going to be done in black pen, but a thicker one than I was using. So I was using 0.03. Now I'm going to switch over to 1. And maybe I just won't put his other hand in, like that one. Might be a bit on the unnecessary side. Hello, KTD. Welcome to the stream today. All right. Then she is getting punched in the face. It's going well. How about for you? I am working on inking and doing any final pencil work on DiVinica issue 6 interior pages today. So I have all the pages sketched onto board, but some of them still need little fixie fixes here and there. So that's what I'm working on, and then inking it. And then it'll be painting time, which I'm so excited about and scared. Excited, scared. Did Juan have a chance to answer about, on the 11th? Katie's birthday is so soon. Don't be scared, you got this. Thank you. I'm officially on holidays for about 10 days and my birthday is next week. Happy birthday! Right. Katie's birthday is on the 11th, and so I was reading that one from Juan, and then you said yours is in 10 days, so happy birthday to you too. Okay. Brown pen is done. I'm switching over to black, and then I will move over to the cool gray. So you go by D? Is that what you preferred to be called by? I'll do my best to remember. Chances are you've already told me this before, and I'm so sorry if I've forgotten. Okay. I will try my best to remember that, Dee. So I'm gonna probably do some blood spatter coming out of her mouth right here. See you later, Stanley. I sure am, Dee. I'm gonna be there for all 3 days. Yay! Yeah, I'm so excited. It's been a long time since Edmonton. I was gonna go to the show last fall, but that one got canceled, so really excited about this one. Thank you, D-Dog. Hello. Oof, I'm tired. Do you guys ever have some days where you're just kind of slogging through because you're so tired? With no particularly good reason to be tired, because I got to bed at like midnight last night, which is not very late for me at all. Oh, that's so awesome. So are you entering into the cosplay contest? Oh, Jason knows the feel, right? It's so rough. I'm literally drinking an energy drink right now to stay awake. Yeah, that's what I need. Just kind of like this. Hold the eyeballs open. Nice. Yeah, I can imagine any cosplay contest or cosplay anything has got to be so much work. I so respect and admire everyone that, you know, takes part in the cosplay contests, does cosplay at all. I mean, that's a lot of work and preparation, so mad respect. That's gonna put me to sleep. What the fan art? Okay, the hair will be painted later. And I think that's enough for that one. Well, maybe I'll ink the top of her head, actually. Water break. Kevin, hello! Welcome to the stream. Wake up, wake up. No, I do not want the fan art. For my penance stream, I should cosplay as DiVinica? That's way too fucking cold. I refuse. Yeah, probably D. And then her hair's trailing back, and I'll put some motion lines in there. Anthony Wheeler, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, everyone. What a treat. Okay, I need to make sure that I'm following you. And I'm going to go check out what you're doing. I'm so sorry, I don't have a 2-monitor system, so I don't know how to do the moving, you know, showing your live stream. But if you want to post any links or anything like that, please feel free to do so. And I'm looking through your work, and it looks amazing. Nicely done. Those are so cool. I love your style. Please feel free to post anything. Thank you so much for joining today. Just so everybody knows, my name is Dawn McTagg. I am a comic book artist. Right now I am doing pencils and colors on a series about goddesses from all different pantheons of mythology, and I am the penciler, inker, colorist. The story is written by my friend J.P. Roth, and I am inking today. So please post your links, Anthony, and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining. Really? Malibu, that's a cool trick. I was just talking with everyone that I'm feeling quite drowsy and I'm trying to wake up. So. Oh, thank you, Jay Miller. Much appreciated. So I'm supposed to look at the ceiling, and it's supposed to perk me up and wake me up. Alright, so I am inking on Arches hot pressed watercolor paper, and I will be painting these traditionally with watercolor, acrylic paint, oil paint, Copic markers, Olo markers, colored pencils, basically whatever I feel will make the pages as good as it can possibly be. I am traditional for this series. Every so often I will digitally color a cover for this series. But when I do covers for other companies, which I do often, I usually digitally color them. So I can kind of toggle between the two, but my precious is traditional painting. Oh, thank you, Anthony. That's so nice of you. Okay, I'm going to make sure that I am following you on Instagram. I'm going to do that right now. I went and followed you on Twitch. And thank you, everyone, for all the new follows. I really appreciate it. What is the story behind this illustration? This is, I'm not giving away too much of the actual panels or anything like that, but the story is about a girl who's trapped in a really messed up world with repeating time. And she finds herself taking these travels to goddesses from all different pantheons of mythology, and we are slowly revealing how those goddesses are going to help her fix her current world situation that is effed. Okay, I'm going to follow Anthony. All right. Follow. Done. Freelance illustrator in the picture book Kidlit World. Very cool. Oh, I love your style. That drawing of Rainbow Bright is amazing. So awesome. I'm following you, and I know I'm going to enjoy seeing all the work that you post, Anthony. That is so cool. Thank you, Olesia. Is that Olesia? So I actually have a bunch of pages drawn. I'm celebrating right now because the whole book is actually on board, but I'll show you guys kind of what's coming in that I'm going to be painting all of it. So just getting out some of my painted pages. I can't show you all of them because there be boobies on some of them. All right, let's just see how the color is. All right, so this is one of the interior pages. Here we go. So these are all done traditionally with a little bit of everything, basically. So this is the goddess Nokomis and Aphrodite. This is our main character, DiVinica, with some radioactive zombie rats. I am not really an animal artist. I don't draw animals often, but I had quite a lot of fun working on the zombie rats. Here's a galaxy style page. Another panel page. So this is when she's with the goddess Magu. That is a cover page. This is a cover page. So this one was like watercolor and Copic marker for the skin, acrylic and gouache for the background, watercolor and acrylic on her hair, you know, so it's just a little bit of everything. That is what is called in comic art, it's called the patch. So that is when you have a main cover and then you change the outfit, or in this case, remove the outfit, you can put the clothes back on. And here's some panels and other smaller images, and I use like pearlescent paint for this one, so it has sparkle. I'm all about the glitter. And so these are just some extra pages, and then I will show you the other ones, but I'm gonna have to cover a spot or two. And these are the oil paintings. So I'm working on, some of them are still drying because I'm working on painting them in oil. And this is my real first time using oil. I've never used it before. I also learned how to watercolor for this series. So all of it is a little bit of a fly by the seat of my pants / learning experience. This one is in the process of being painted. It's just recently I moved, and so like I did the beginning of this page months ago, packed up all my shit, and I'm kind of getting back into the swing of things. All right, so this one I'm gonna have to cover a little bit. Please don't report me if we have a nip slip. But, so this is an oil painting. Woo, it looks dark on here. Anyway, so this is again of the goddess Nokomis, and I need to finish the base. As you can see, it is not done. But anyway, there's that one, and then one more oil painting. This one's probably my favorite. Again, still a work in progress. And so this is a watercolor background, and then I put a acrylic matte medium over the watercolor and then painted the girl in oil. So that's kind of what I'm working in right now. But for starters, I need all the pages drawn and inked before I can paint them. So that's where I'm at currently. You're no tattletale. That's why we love you, D-Dog. Aw. Thank you, Kaylee. Of course, Art of Nixie. I would be honored if you tattooed one of the zombie rats on you. That would make me so happy. Oh, Nokomis. Nokomis. Also known as Sky Mother or Sky Grandmother, depending on which tribe's history you're reading her from. Oh, Kaylee, I do not mind the notifications at all. Nokomis, that's right. Perfect, D. You grew up in a small city named Nokomis? That is so cool. Anyway, guys, if you want to follow DiVinica, subscribe to our email list. So I'm going to put that in here because JP Roth and I do updates about when DiVinica is coming out and stuff like that. So I'm just going to put the DiVinica contact page. So just scroll down and there's a subscribe button. So just let me get that. I still need to add that into MooBot. I have my post-it right here. So I'm going to take you to the contact page, scroll down, and there is the stay up to date with new posts, and that's how you can subscribe to DiVinica. And definitely subscribe because we try to keep the blog area updated. We're a little behind right now, but we're, you know, once summer break is over, we'll get back to it. Okay, let me put some of these away so that I can get back to inking. All right, and move these pages. Yikes. Looks like my chain fell off. Alright, so I am inking my pencil sketches. Thank you, Verundor. I appreciate it so much. And if you guys are at all interested in DiVinica, please subscribe to the DiVinica site. We will post updates there, and eventually, once this book is ready, we will most likely have it up on Kickstarter, so follow us for sure. I am all bundled up. The weather here is weird, and it took a massive dip into the cold in the last 2 days. And so it's like 64 degrees Fahrenheit here. I think in Celsius, so it's 18 for us right now. And I've had the windows open, so we're getting tons of amazing fresh air, but it's fucking freezing. As compared to the last few days that have been very warm. So I'm not used to the cold anymore, and I'm being a little bit dramatic in my clothing choices. I I noticed that. I see it. Drama. So I'd say the character that I'm the most excited about in this book, we have the zombie rats were also featured in DiVinica issue 5. Issue 6 now has a new character called Boogles. And since we are still talking and doing a show and tell, let me get Boogles. There's a lot of pages still here. So this is her tardigrade, and his name is Boogles, and she rides on him. I am aware that tardigrades are microscopic, but he is not, obviously. And his name is Boogles, named by J.P. Roth, added into the story by J.P. Roth, and I freaking love it. I mean, we have a Boogles. The zombie rats live in her house with her, so yes, I suppose they are kind of like her pets. And then he is like her horse, for lack of a better word, and his name is Boogles. And we haven't thoroughly, I think Joe has told me, so Joe is J.P. Roth. She's the author of this series and the soon-to-be novel that will accompany the series, or the series accompanies the novel, whichever way you want to look at it. She's probably told me so many times what color he is. I think he's going to be like a bluish gray, but I still need to, I need to check with her before I color this and make sure I color him the right color. Because it would be super suck if I color him wrong. Does Boogles' cry sound like a kazoo? That would be amazing. I have no idea. That's a very important question that must be asked to Joe. So I'd say out of the whole book, this is my favorite page. And I'm really looking forward to finishing this one. And I'll probably add in some oil on this one. But we'll see. I'm also scanning the liner just in case we decide for the main cover, if we think it needs to be digitally colored, I have that option. Or I can do one of each, and then we can run an art style silent poll and see which one sells better. So anyway, this tardigrade's name is Boogles. I think it's perfect. Joe is the best at naming things, and I love him. He's so funny. So I learned what tardigrades were in the process of working on this series. Then I learned how to draw a tardigrade when we did the concept art for Boogles a while ago. You remember watching me draw this one? Thank you, Magus. Anyway, it's going to be fun. I look forward to it, and I'll live stream most of the process. I live stream 2 times a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5 to 8 p.m. Mountain Time, because I live in Calgary. So for me right now, it's 6:51 p.m. Kind of reminds me of a naked mole rat. All right, so I forgot to say, for my inking, I am using Copic multi-liners. I have tested out a bunch of different pens, and the Copic multi-liners on this specific paper with the specific colors that I use, it doesn't smear or bleed. So I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited. I am excited that I'm tired that the ink doesn't smear, but that's why I use this particular brand. Olesa, thank you. It's so good to see you, and thank you for joining. Have a wonderful time of day wherever you may be, and thank you so much for hanging out here for a bit. Brian, hello. Welcome to the stream. All right. There we go. She's getting herself punched in the face. I still need to draw this guy. Oops. And then here is DiVinica. So she gets the bag removed from her head. The guy grabs her face. She spits in his face. He punches her. She lands on the ground. That's kind of the sequence of events happening here. Then this guy walks up, and he's the one down here being like, what happened to her cheek? So that's what's going on this page. So now it's the DiVinica on the ground, and I'm going to ink her. Right, D? So rude. So for her eyebrows, I was filling them in with dark brown, but now I think that's a little much. So I'm kind of filling them in with black, but I'm leaving a lot of breaks in it so that I can just do that with some brown paint. Go. Now I'm switching to dark brown. Well, it's just brown for her skin. I don't really want the dark black line on there. So I'm pretty careful to not ink skin with black. I just think it's a little bit too harsh. So when I'm digitally coloring, for instance, I'm really into color holds, which is colorizing your lines. But since I'm traditionally painting this, I'm kind of doing traditional color holds. Boston Girl, thank you so much for the follow. That one white girl, Russell Uden, Queenie Lovebug. I'm sorry, I cannot read today. Miles the Wookie, thank you all so much for the follows. And Gumshoe, thank you as well.
Yeah, I sometimes have a really hard time with Twitch names just because they all run together, all the letters, and it takes a second to decipher what was intended. Okay. Get her collarbones in. And my pencil lines are gonna stay. I'm not gonna erase the pencil lines, so I'm not really worrying too much about line weight or any of the things that I would usually think about if I'm inking something that's gonna be digitally colored, for instance. The inking style would change. I would try to go a lot more slow, really think about the thick to thin, which is known as line weight. I would put a lot more effort into it. Here, it's literally just serving the singular purpose of maintaining my pencil lines in a darker way so that I can see it when I'm adding a lot of paint. So, I don't really care too much beyond, is there a line there? Yes, good, we're done. Okay, now I'm switching to 0.3 in black. Oh, thank you, Brian. All right, I'm going to add in her belt, which I didn't do yet. No, that's in the wrong place. Tonight we are having rotisserie chicken and dinner rolls. Because our usual mac and cheese that we got by, which is like the Annie's mac and cheese, is out of stock everywhere that we do our shopping. So we get to switch it up today. See you later, what the fan art. Good night. Don't sing me that. I'm going to fall asleep. No mac and cheese, I know. But I'm excited about this dinner because I love the dinner rolls so much. They're the ones that look like somebody put a bunch of cookie dough too close together, you know? So they're the dinner rolls that look like a flat with a bunch of squares on it. I think you can get them everywhere. Oh, cool, Brian. Do I have a 03 of this pen? I do. Hello, easily forgettable. What? Okay. D-Dog knows what's up. TV, hello, welcome to the stream today. Do it, Art of Nixie. I believe in you. Right, and I missed her neck right here. Aw, thank you, easily forgettable. quick check. Her tie is on this leg, so I'm going to do that. David Ray, hello! Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Not too bad. I'm glad to hear it. Okay, warm gray, because her socks are also white. Oh, this is the 01, too thin. I'm using 0.3. Okay, now I need to switch to black. Right, TV? It's a whole thing. Okay, and then these lines. Okay, and her tie on her sock. Good, good. quick water break. What's everybody like watching that they're enjoying? I'm curious. We finished Naruto. We are starting to watch Boruto. We finished Spy Family and starting through Haikyuu. And yes, very into anime. Oh, and then my daughter and I are watching Gilmore Girls in the evenings. Because I've never seen it before. Neither is she, so we're watching through that. Oh, thank you, Brian. English dub. Nice, D-Dog. The Princess. Cool. Time to go back and catch up on all the HBO Max stuff I've been waiting before it all disappears. Oh, yes. Apple TV, Slow Horses is highly recommended. Netflix has the $1 billion code. Wow. What are they about, David Ray? Or are they literally, like, those names are what they're about? And Prey comes out tomorrow. Thank you, Philip. What's the Foundation series? Slow Horses is a British spy drama involving M. Oh, nice. Classic science fiction. Sweet. Thank you all. That's so cool. Zero 103. Day Shift looks kind of fun. It's Vampire Hunter stuff. Comes out on the 12th on Netflix. Ooh, sweet. That does sound fun. The Day Shift. the general idea that there is a group of people using specialized mathematics to predict what will happen in society and help guide it in a specific direction. Alright, I'm going to have to check those out for sure. Alright, now I need to work on her boot right here, and then I'll move on to the last panel. This one I'm going to need to think about a little bit. Possibly draw and erase a few times before I'm happy with it, so I'm going to leave that one. Yes, her boot. This is what her boot looks like right there, so I'm going to put that in. Venta, hello, welcome to the stream today. Right, got the boot in. Thank you so much, Venta. That means a ton. All right, 0.1 millimeter. Oh, for real, TV? That is really cool. I didn't know that. All right, this page now, this panel. I feel like this guy's face was a little bit too narrow, so I'm just going to fix that real quick. And then his whole face is going to be in shadow, so we won't see all that much of it, just a little bit, and then, we'll kind of just see his eyes glowing through. Not that he has glowing eyes, but we're just going to, add a little drama to them. rest of the face I will do in black. X-Moon Baby, thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the stream. Right, now her face is next, and since I already have the black pen out, I'm going to go ahead and ink her eyes. Why is drawing ripped clothing difficult? Have you looked up some reference for tears in cloth? Because that might really help. Just give it like weird... The nice thing about ripped cloth is that it doesn't have to be perfect. I don't think anyone's going to look at something that implies a tear in the cloth and be like, that doesn't look like a tear. Unless you make it so that the strings are all attaching to one another. And if the strings are still intact, then it looks a little bit more like goo, you know? Or glue that's being pulled apart. You don't want to give that incorrect perception of texture, but cloth would actually tear apart, right? So just have some fibers and a jaggedy edge and you'll be fine. 90s grunge ripped gloves. Okay. Then I would suggest doing scratchy lines. Kind of this sort of stuff. And that will probably help imply a lot of it. And then, you know, have a hole by the knuckle or something. Okay, 0.1 for the skin outlines. In brown. Of course, Nixie. I hope it helps. And if it doesn't, please don't feel obligated to keep going that way. All right. I was almost about to declare her done, but I need to ink the top of her hair. Any gloves I've worn out, the middle knuckle goes first and for some reason rips in the direction of the index finger's knuckle. Interesting. I don't think I've ever had a pair of gloves where, like, I use them to that point. Though, rubber gloves, my nails cut through all the time. So I'm trying to dye my hair and keep the dark brown dye from dyeing my hands, and then my nails slice the gloves, and I have dyed fingernails. It sucks. They're very fingerless, so there's not really a knuckle to begin with more of a loop that goes around each finger. And are they leather or latex or actually cloth? Because that would change the tear structure as well. They don't. They don't rip through dish gloves. No. And I had a pair, but, you know, having disposables for dark hair dye is so much more pleasant. But yes, I do have a pair of the actual rubber gloves. I could probably do that. So he has blonde hair, so I will be inking his hair with brown as well. between the fingers, yeah. Oh, thank you, TV. I'm glad that you're enjoying seeing this part of the process. And, you know, if any of you find it boring, just let me know. I have lots of stuff to work on when it comes to DiVinica, so I'm certainly not trying to force anyone to slog through something that they don't enjoy. But if you don't mind watching this, it's great for me because I can get through the inking, which I need to do. I like this one because we get to see the progression of the story. Oh, yay! Thank you, Brian! Yeah, that's true. I am more involved and kind of paying attention and focusing on this. Well, I don't actually do that much inking, Vanta, so these pens actually last me quite a while. Believe it or not. Okay, that part is done. I'm going to do his eyebrows and eyes with black. And because he has lighter hair than DiVinica, I'm not filling in his eyes as much. What's my favorite subject to draw? Strong female characters. Thank you, Hal. I have to give credit where it is due, and Ebas definitely helped me with this male body like quite a bit. He did concept art for this lead character. I did draw this face by myself, but the body I did get help from Ebas, so I can't take all the credit for it. Need some sensei help sometimes to learn how to draw dudes. Absolutely. Mark, hello! Yes, it's very good. Oh, it's good for out of the comfort zone. I see. Thank you, Hal. How are you doing, Mark? A Dawn Doctor Doom. Interesting. Oh, but that much, like, right, Doctor Doom is the one with the, like, metal mask? That's gonna be hard. It's almost like seeing Bigfoot in the wild. Absolutely. True story. Hopefully, though, I will get better at it because I owe Juan a Wolverine at some point in my lifetime, and I need to be able to draw a dude confidently in order to do that. I know, Mark, but right now I'm too chicken shit. So I have to wait until I get a bit more confidence under my belt. All right, I need 0.03, no, 0.3. Juan, did you see the Wonder Booty 2.0 work in progress? I know Mark just got here, so for sure Mark hasn't seen it, but I did start on Wonder Booty 2.0. Aw, thank you, Hal. Just draw claws on that one. Aw. I've started, but I've changed a decent bit in her pose. I hope I haven't ruined it for people. Oh, you guys want to see? Okay, so not all of you were around when I showed Wonder Booty. This is a work in progress. I started doodling on it yesterday while I think the kids were playing, or Dan and Lyndon were playing Minecraft or some Xbox game, and you know, I just sit there to hang out with everybody, but I gotta be doing some drawing while that's happening. So I started. I don't know what things I'm gonna change, so here's where we're at. You want the Juan bite mark on the Wonder Booty? Juan, Mark's gonna steal your bite mark. So this is where I'm at. I still need to draw her hand and the ropes. I'm so sorry. Rob has been calling dibs for like 2 years. But maybe I will do, like, the sketch can be dibbed and the inks will be dibbed separately or something like that. So I'm working on trying to just put some fun, you guys are going to get a zoom in on the booty. I'm trying to put some fun design on there. Just to add a little bit. So I've got, this is kind of the W, and then it goes down further, which is a little bit M looking, but I think it frames her butt nicely. Share the correct name, right. She's called Rebooty. What the fan art came up with such a good name, so she's Rebooty. Missing the bite mark. Okay, let's get the bite mark in there because it's important. You're going a little front and center this time, Juan, because I have shading right there on the side of her butt and I don't want to lose it. Let me do this so that there's no glare. Does this help? Yes, it does. All right. There we go. And then we're going to do Juan and Mark. We're here every time. Thank you, Megas. Much appreciated. I still need to figure out and finish the upper part and the upper arm, and then she's holding her rope right there. And, you know, I want to make sure that I get all the shading in correctly as far as the muscular structure. Of course, I'm going to be digitally coloring this, so it barely matters. But anyway, that's a little bit less glare so you can see everything. So, work in progress. I changed her leg. This leg in Wonder Booty is actually shooting out that way. I'm fixing things I would like to fix from the Wonder Booty from 9 years ago. So, Rebooty is rebooted in the booty. Sometimes, yes. Not for this one. I referenced some old art of mine from 9 years ago. Mr. E, yay! Alright, so this is Old Wonder Booty and Rebooty. And it was fun. This is a sketch, Brian. Work in progress. So I will keep working on this. Make sure the arm proportions are correct. Motor Booty. Since that arm is outstretched. Decent point. I will definitely work on it. And I'm still not sure about her head or the head size. You know, I need to do some measuring and figure out if everything is correct. But there we have it. Oh, it's all good, Brian. It's just, you know, I'm not fully done with it, but it's a good point, so I will keep it in mind as far as the tricep. And back to inking for 10 more minutes. Stoned Alien, hello! Welcome to the stream today. Tony, hi! Well, I do want to make sure that the anatomy is correct. So Brian mentioned it, and I will definitely look into it. Thank you, Stoned Alien. This is an interior page that I'm working on for DiVinica issue 6, which is all about goddesses and about our lead character, DiVinica, who is trapped in a really messed up world, and she's trying to figure out how to fix it. Thank you. It's a hat hair day. They happen. It's worth looking into, Brian, because, and I'm glad you said it. So, my apologies if I, sounded a little too snappy there, because, it's better to check and determine than for me to just roll through it and not give that a good look. So, I'm going to look up, fitness model girls who are not, as muscly as bodybuilder chicks, but still I will look into it and check, because I honestly don't know. I also know that there's a muscle right here, right here on a dude, that I also don't know if a fitness girl would show up with it or not. And in the angle that she's at, we would almost see this muscle. So there's your shoulder muscle, and then there's another one right here. And I almost feel like that one would show up more in her. I'm wearing a sleeve. So I'm gonna need to look that up as well, but I need to check. Oh, I'm very grateful to hear that, Brian. If not, I apologize. Food! My stomach is growling. I'm so excited. Mark, I didn't, a couple other people were saying they wanted the OG as well. The OG has not been actually limited in any way, shape, or form. It's just me not wanting to print it. So we're really just dealing with Dawn and stubbornness, which is a whole thing to get past, but it is possible that when I launch 2.0, I will relaunch when I launch Rebooty, I will also relaunch Wonder Booty. Is Dawn going to be looking at her? I literally might need to. I have some gangly, skinny-ass arms. I carry my weight in the caboose. But I do have pretty decent, if I'm looking in the right light and stuff, I don't hardly exercise, but for some reason I have some I can see muscle structure on my own arm, so I may be able to check. We will get to cowbelling and find out. What? Booty set? Maybe. I really wanted to give you a newer, better one, but you guys want the old one still, huh? Damn it. Dan is very attached to Wonder Booty as well, unfortunately. It did. It made it on the weekend plan. Even though I hardly exercise, I do so 3 times a week, and I was so good last week. Not so great this week. Yeah, if I ink the Wonder Booty, which I may not, Rebooty, if I ink that one, I probably wouldn't define the interior muscle lines on Wonder Woman. It's a little intense. And I would just handle all of that in the coloring and the shading. Well, some things shouldn't be resurrected, Devin. They just shouldn't. It is cold. It's either, really hot and I'm complaining about the heat, or it's really cold and I'm, complaining about that. Muscle lines on a dude, a comic book character, male, here, would, having a bunch of lines is fine on a dude, in my opinion, in comic book style. But to put a ton of lines on a girl is a little intense and unnecessary for my style, because I'm not a heavy ink-lined person. And so, yeah, I would handle all of that in the shading and just do an outline. Yeah. It's just softer. I prefer it softer. That's why I like my color holds. That's what makes drawing girls so difficult. Yeah, and for on the opposite side of the spectrum, Mark, that's what drawing dudes makes it starting over. That's what makes drawing dudes so difficult for me, is I'm so used to, handling a figure in as minimal lines as possible, as opposed to on a dude, it's kind of like more. More is more. I'm looking at you and I'm inside sweating. If I go outside, I'm sweating. A lose-lose situation. Aw, I'm sorry. Yes, that's rough. Same here, Brian. Agreed. I feel like that one doesn't work, Juan. Mark, don't you have kids? So some of this stuff is probably not even going to make it into the comic book. But it's done. Ba-bam! Happiness. Alright, so I need to finish penciling this one, and before I ink it, I want to run it by Jo, make sure that she's okay with however I end up drawing this guy there. But yeah, one more page, ready for color. Like 20 kids. Alright. Guys, let's see, is there, oh, I see, that's why it's funny. I am way too, not good at jokes, clearly. I'm sorry, Juan. I'm the worst. Maybe instead... thank you, Brian. It's great to hang out with you. Thank you for joining in on the live stream. And I want to see if there's anyone we can... Oh. Web comic special. Alright. we are going to, I've just followed this person named Legos. And we're going to go give them a raid because I want to raid somebody and pay the raid forward. Raid Leggos. Let's see if it works. All right. Let's go raid Legos. I'm so excited. Thank you all so much for joining me today on DiVinica Pages. You are the best. I love you. And I will see you later. Tomorrow is the auction book, which is this one, and it is a hollow foil, and it's one of those ones that's like oh my god, I'm blanking. It's a it's like a print proof one. So it's not a DM book, it's a print proof book. And I will see you all later. Let's get this raid going. Hopefully I did this correctly. They look like they're working on a really cool manga style webcomic. So let's go show them some love. Thank you for joining me. I love you all and I'll see you later. Good night and goodbye.